am so excited for this next portion of the show because over the summer I had the opportunity to visit with this teacher at Mayfair Elementary School. And I will tell you this, as a former teacher, as a product of the Philadelphia public school system, as a parent of young people in the Philadelphia public school system, I have not met someone with just so much enthusiasm about the work that they do and just so many wonderful ideas about how we can bring skilled trades to our young people. And if you know anything about skilled trades right now, there's a dearth of people in general for these jobs and for these career opportunities where they can really make family supporting and sustaining wages right now in our city and across the country. And you all know that in council, one of the first pieces of legislation I introduced was around providing a point preference for young people who go through career and technical education programs. But today we are joined by Evin Jarrett, who's a teacher at Mayfair Elementary School. He is just as committed to the same mission that we've been working on. He's introduced the skilled trades to students at Mayfair Elementary School, the only elementary school in the school district of Philadelphia that's connecting our students to vocational programs. Evin, thank you so much for joining us. And I just have to tell you this, because I'm just going to let him talk, because he's all that, WURD family. But I have never seen someone just so passionate about their young people. They have a podcast that the young people run in their classroom that they have built. He's just phenomenal. So, Evin, please take it away. Tell us all about the work that you're doing over at Mayfair and why it's super important for us to be supporting your work.
All right, first thing first, let me take off my Yeezy slides because I get in trouble because when I got them on, I might say something crazy. First and foremost, before I get started, I want to give thanks to God because he has his hands on me, because if he didn't, I'd be able to do what I'm doing right now. Next, I would like to say I couldn't take credit for all of this. It was without our former principal, Dr. Larry, that actually wanted to bring CTE back into the middle schools. It was like the perfect storm because I wanted to get out my former situation, and then we met. I did the interview, and it was like, I called him Phil Jackson. I was Michael Jordan, and he just let me do what I do. And we have the best program, the best CTE program in the district. The thing that's interesting about my classroom, at any given time, I can have up to 5 different languages in my classroom at one time. And all of my students are engaged. They're learning the trades. They're excited about the trades. And I'm just there to give it to them. I also let them know one thing about the trades: you get what you put in. If you don't put anything in it, you're not going to get anything out of it. And I try to bring that to my classroom. I don't have that problem because the students are excited to be there. So they're learning. One thing that I do have like an issue with, we got to engage the students a lot earlier. We cannot wait to 10th grade to engage these students, because if we look at the gun violence, we have 14-year-olds, 13-year-olds out here doing stuff. We have to engage them earlier. So we need to start more middle school programs just so they can develop a skill. And like, I love the trades. I'm going to push the trades, but we have digital media. We have healthcare. There's different CTE programs the students can pursue. And like, I introduced that to all of them. And with the podcast, we get industry professionals to come in. And it's just not about the building trades. It could be nurses. It could be lawyers, to talk to the kids about the different careers that's out there for them. And I just try to bring it every day. We don't take any days off. And I give my best because I believe that's what they deserve, because we've only got one shot at this. And that's me. That's me.
Right. I mean, you all should see some of the stuff that young people built over the summer. And I had a chance to work with them in the schoolyard, and it was just a really, really fun experience. Coming from, being a school district graduate, we were told back then when I was in school, and it wasn't that long ago, about 25 years ago, that, college, you have to go to college. But we really believe that our young people should be college or career ready, whatever they choose to do. And Evin talked about that middle years exposure that is so vital and so important to try to help them make a pathway to whatever career they should choose. And if we expose more young people in middle school, they'll know exactly what they want to do, or have some idea right? And what they think they might want to do when they get to high school, and we can continue to expose them, but also give them needed training so that they are employable upon graduation. And we even have a 5-point preference now that when you graduate from a CTE program, you will receive a 5-point preference when you apply for city employment. We've already had several young people hired under that preference, and that was legislation that I introduced back in 2020 that we finally got passed, and is now up and running. And so can you just talk about, for some of the parents who may be listening, if they want to apply to the CTE program, how they could do that, and then also just how we can be supportive of your efforts.
Listen, I'm actually next Saturday, we're going to be at Wagner Middle School doing a one-day trades expo. If you're interested, come out. We have the different unions come out. We have industry professionals coming out. And if you think your son or daughter may be interested, come out. We'll get some tools in here and see if they like it. We need to start more middle school programs. That's what I'm pushing. Because like I said, we got to engage the students younger right now. To even push my program even further, listen, I'm trying to get a solar program there next year. I'm trying to teach solar next year because you see where everything is going, and I think the students need to be ready for that. A lot of times we get behind the curveball. Let's get in front of it for once. That's what I'm trying to do next year, just to introduce them to different careers, because carpentry may not be for you, but you may want to put a safety harness on, climb up on the roof. Like my students, we climb a 40-foot ladder. They about to put a safety harness on and drop down, hanging for 2 minutes. So that's what we do in my classroom. It's like I try to bring the real world experience to the classroom, and they love it. We're excelling in it.
Listen, I will tell you this. I have never seen young people so engaged like I saw this summer. I've just been super impressed. And for all of our enviros out there, you heard it. He wants to start a solar CTE program, so we have to support those efforts as well, because we know that it's not the future, it's here now, okay? Yes. And so we have to try to get involved with that now. You talked about the fair at Wagner Middle School, and of course I have to give a shout out to my soror, Connie Greer, who's the principal over at Wagner Middle School. For those of you listening, Wagner Middle School is located at 1701 West Shelton Avenue, Philadelphia, PA 19126. So they're in the northwest section of Philadelphia. But if you are interested in the fair and you'd like to attend and meet Mr. Evin Jarrett, who is the middle school CTE teacher in the city of Philadelphia, can you just give us more information about that fair in our last minute?
Next week from 9 to 1, we're going to actually start setting up at 7. We're going to have different industry professionals there to actually come out and just like expose the children to CTE. I hate to say it, but the northwest section of Philadelphia, there are no CTE programs, like trade programs in that area, and I'm actually from the area, so it's really important to me that we try to do something in the area, because what are we supposed to do? We shouldn't have to go to different areas of the city just to get into the trades program, and we shouldn't have to wait until 10th grade to actually get that exposure. So I'm just trying to highlight it, shine some light on that dark corner so people can see, like, the kids are interested, the industry is definitely interested in helping us, and hopefully something can happen next year.
That will be awesome. So we have to continue to support Mr. Evin Jarrett in the Mayfair CTE program. All my enviros, you heard it here first. We got to help them with that solar CTE program as well. But thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for the work that you do. Thank you for everything that you share online and just really the outreach that you do. We look forward to continuing to support you, the best middle school CTE teacher we have in the city of Philadelphia. Please don't forget about the fair at Wagner Middle School next week, which is 1701 West Shelton Avenue in the northwest section of Philadelphia. But this is Saturdays with City Council. I'm Councilmember Katherine Gilmore Richardson. You're listening to WURD Radio on 96.1 FM, 900 AM, and streaming worldwide at WURDradio.com and on the WURD Radio app. Progressive Black Talk Media. We'll be right back.